All right, Kevin, we're doing the 2 questions. Well, we're kind of doing ask your 2 questions of Grandpa, or Grandpa might just tell you his 2 memories, his favorite memories or memorable memories of you. So, what do you got?
Let's do the latter.
All right, Grandpa, you talk about what memories you have with Kevin that are memorable.
Well, I remember going to him playing a hockey game and a basketball game, and he dominated in both sports.
Oh, yeah.
What?
And baseball. You said baseball, right?
Baseball? No, he said hockey and basketball.
Well,
Roller hockey.
Well, I'm leaving the next question for him about baseball.
What's your question, Kat?
I thought what'd you say about baseball?
No, I'm waiting for your baseball question.
My baseball question.
About you and your youth.
You gotta ask him, what's your favorite memory in baseball?
Ask him, yeah. Ask Grandpa, what's your favorite memory in baseball or something?
Anything.
What was your the moment when you knew I was the best baseball player to ever come through the family?
That is really debatable.
Well, that's easy. He was only the first baseball person to come through the family.
No, I was a starting
Well, you were
outfielder
the
in
second.
Murray.
He was the second baseball player.
And Pat used to watch me hit home runs in batting practice at the A field.
A short porch and right.
It was a very short porch and right. But Kevin could really scoop the ball at first base too. He had a way of scooping them low throws that never got past him.
What about that split he used to do? I remember you used to comment on that split.
Well, that was part of the scoop, you know.
Scoop.
And he had a real loose glove that was able to capture those balls.
And he ran so well. He was
That is lucky rubbing up the underwear.
He was really tough on doubles because he really struggled to get to second base. He hit the ball hard, but man, getting him to second base was a real chore.
You can't lead the league in doubles hitting triples.
That's awesome.
So, okay, now we're going to get past Kevin here.
and Anthony.
And it's up to Anthony
All right.
now.
All right, Kev, if you,
All right,
you're stopping by tomorrow?
Yeah, I'll be there tomorrow.
All righty.
I got,
All right, well, when
so
we're ready
far
to
I've
sing,
got
I'll
one
call you
question,
back if we're
but
ready to
the second one I'll
get you in
think
there.
of
We'll
on
get
us
you in
while
there.
you're
All right,
while you're asking.
this sounds
your
intelligent.
answer.
This sounds like it's going to test me.
Of course, it's fun.
Lay it on him, man. What do we got?
All right. Well, the first question was like, what's your favorite memory of me? I guess.
Aw.
Oh yeah, I do have a favorite memory of you.
Yeah.
I was just going to be
we were at the Christmas thing and you were sitting at the other table and you said something so smart. And I'm trying to remember the words. And you were like just very young, and being that young, you wouldn't have came out with that phrase. It was like, oh man, I had that phrase memorized for years. You said something that only somebody like in college would say, you know? And
Sure wasn't something like that tree?
no, it was something like
He was smart because he wanted to be a brain surgeon.
Right.
He would come up with these phrases
how
that
come
were.
it slipped out? I can't believe I forgot that phrase. But
Tree.
I'll think
Fruit
of it
bags.
probably when you leave, but
It was
And
I
there's-
have to
intelligent.
say that because it was indelible in my mind, even though I can't remember the phrase right now.
You'll remember it.
Because something happened and you used the right adjective for what happened, and it was something much higher up the
I
ladder.
actually
than-
remember you telling me something about
I
this.
told you that. In fact, I commented on it while we were sitting at the Christmas table there. And if you remember it, let me know. But it was a certain phrase you used that only somebody very adult would have used.
It's on the tip of my tongue too. Hold on. I think I remember it actually.
Smart cookie.
forget what it was. It wasn't like, I don't remember. It was something like after you. It was like a congratulation or something. I forget. It wasn't like.
Yeah, it wasn't like you
It was a
deserve a
phrase.
standing ovation or something, but it was the words you used were, holy smokes, I can't think of it. All
They were
right,
an
guys,
old- they were
but
older than
but
his
it's
age
still-
at the
It
time.
still impressed me.
Mhm.
The bottom line is, it was very impressive.
Mhm.
So let's leave it at that.
Yeah.
What's the
All right.
next question?
Well, the second. Well, this one isn't as much of a question as it is like. I still kind of like want to get into stocks. I haven't really like had enough like investment into it yet.
I'm mostly in CDs right now, only because I don't want to pick a stock and have it bust.
But he
at the
wants to know
last
your
minute.
knowledge.
But-
He wants
but-
you to
Teach
school
him a
him.
little bit.
But here's what I would do. I would look up this guy, Berkshire Hathaway. He's the second or third richest guy in the world. What's his name? Warren Buffett's his name. And I would study him because you won't lose money doing it the way he does it. Now, if you do want to take a chance on losing money, you just take a small part. Let's say you've got $50,000 to invest, and you want to take maybe 3,000 of it in those risky stocks that you do, because they could go really up and make a fortune, but they could also bust.
Mhm.
So don't have most of your stocks in that. Have most of it in the Warren Buffett kind of stocks that won't go down,
Mhm.
because he invests in railroads and he owns insurance companies. You see his for sale signs in front of houses. He owns a real estate company. He owns things that are very solid, that they won't go up a lot like Zoom, but they'll steadily go up. And by the time you retire, that $50,000 could be $2 million, because they keep going up little by little. So, but just on the stocks that you feel might be speculative, like Zoom, just take a small amount of this, so that if you do lose, it won't wreck your whole financial picture.
Mhm.
Because back a couple times, I got really burned a couple times through the years. I remember maybe back in 1999, I lost a lot of money, and then when them planes hit the towers and knocked, when we got raided in 2001, that was, or 3, I forget.
2001, World Trade Center.
Yeah, the whole stock market busted. the good stocks and the bad stocks, and I think I lost like $40,000 in one day.
Jeez.
So you have to be prepared for that stuff. But they bounced back. I didn't panic and sell, and then it was those Warren Buffett stocks that came back. And within 2 years, I was back to where I didn't lose the 40,000 anymore. So I didn't panic and sell out. Like a lot of people got scared and sold, and then they took the loss and they had no way of recouping. I just stuck with my discipline and kept those stocks, and they did bounce back.
So read Warren Buffett books, right?
Yeah, because he's the best investor of all time. And
Is that how you learned from him? Did you
well,
read his?
I read all his books, but I had to subscribe to a newsletter that followed him,
Okay.
and the newsletter.
Do you have any of his books now that you'd be willing to part
I
with?
might have one Warren Buffett book up there.
Maybe
and I'll
Anthony
give
could
it to
borrow.
him. If I find it today, I'll give it to him. But I don't know if that book was about investing or just his life story. or something.
Okay.
I have a question.
But you could Google